Imagine a football match so charged with political tension that it becomes the spark for a war. In 1990, Dinamo Zagreb, a football club, transformed from a team into a symbol of defiance, identity, and revolution. This isn't just a football story. It's a story of resistance, of a nation fighting for its survival. Welcome to the story of Dinamo Zagreb and the Croatian football revolution. Welcome to football, the beautiful game. Today, we're going to dive into the story of how a football club became a bastion of national pride and resistance. This is the story of Dinamo Zagreb, a club whose role in Croatia's fight for independence transcended the sport, making it a symbol of a nation reborn. How did a match in 1990 ignite such fierce passion that it played a crucial role in the Croatian War of Independence? Let's find out. To understand the significance of Dinamo Zagreb's role in the 1990s, we need to take a step back. Yugoslavia, the country that once united the Balkans, was beginning to unravel. By the late 80s, political and ethnic tensions were boiling over, especially between the different republics of the Federation. Croatia, with its distinct national identity, was pushing for more autonomy, but the federal government, led by the Serbian-dominated Communist Party, was resistant. The rise of Croatian nationalism was felt across the country, and at the heart of this movement was the desire for independence, a yearning to break free from the control of Belgrade and Serbia. Amidst this turbulent atmosphere, football, and particularly Dinamo Zagreb, became more than just a sport. It became a battleground for Croatian identity. Dinamo Zagreb was always more than just a football club. The team represented the pride of the Croatian people, especially in the face of growing resentment against the central government in Belgrade. For years, Dinamo had been the most popular and successful club in Croatia, but by the early 1990s, the club's significance took on a new, powerful meaning. It was seen as a symbol of Croatian unity and resistance. The supporters, known as the Bad Blue Boys, were fiercely loyal to Dinamo Zagreb. They carried with them not just love for the club, but a sense of patriotism and defiance against the system that they felt was suppressing Croatian culture and identity. Every match was an opportunity to assert their pride, and more, football matches became a way to challenge the political order. Then came the infamous match on May 13, 1990, between Dinamo Zagreb and Red Star Belgrade. It was a game that would go down in history, not just for what happened on the field, but for what it represented off of it. In many ways, this match, and the violence that followed, marked the beginning of the Croatian War of Independence. The atmosphere was already charged before the match. The rivalry between Dinamo Zagreb and Red Star Belgrade was more than just about football. It was about identity, pride, and politics. Red Stars fans, many of whom supported the Serbian nationalist cause, were entering a stadium filled with Croatian nationalists. As soon as the game kicked off, the tensions between the two groups exploded. The violence was brutal. In the stands, the Bad Blue Boys clashed with Red Star fans, throwing flares and rocks, while the police struggled to maintain control. But the violence wasn't just about football. It was the culmination of years of political and ethnic animosities, all boiling over in a single, chaotic moment. While the game itself ended in a 4-0 victory for Dinamo Zagreb, the political ramifications were far greater. The riot at Maksimir Stadium sent shockwaves through the country, symbolizing the deep divisions between Croats and Serbs that were now impossible to ignore. It wasn't just a football match, it was a stark representation of the larger conflict brewing in Yugoslavia. In the months that followed the Maksimir Riot, the tensions that had been simmering for years began to boil over. The Yugoslav government, led by Serbian President Slobodan Milosevic, was adamant about preserving the union, while Croatia, now led by Franjo Tudman, was determined to secure its independence. Football was no longer just a game. It had become a powerful tool in the nationalist movements of both sides. By the summer of 1991, the situation in Croatia had escalated into full-blown war. Croatian forces clashed with the Yugoslav People's Army, and the once unified Yugoslavia began to break apart. As the war raged on, Dinamo Zagreb and its supporters continued to fight, not just for their club, but for their country's freedom. The club's importance went beyond football. Dinamo became a symbol of resistance against Serbian aggression. During the war, Dinamo Zagreb, under the leadership of President Zdravko Mamić, was not just playing football, it was battling for national identity. Players like Davor Šuker and Zvonimir Boban were not only representing their club, they were symbols of Croatian pride. Boban, in particular, became an icon after a powerful moment in 1991, when, in a match against a Serb-dominated Yugoslavia team, he kicked a police officer to protect the Croatian flag during a riot. His act of defiance was seen as a pivotal moment in Croatian resistance. These acts of defiance were not just symbolic, they were statements of intent. Croatia would fight, both on the pitch and off it, to prove its sovereignty. Dinamo Zagreb became a symbol of that fight, standing firm against Serbian attempts to suppress the Croatian spirit. Today, Dinamo Zagreb continues to be a giant in Croatian football, but the club's legacy stretches far beyond the pitch. It's a legacy of resistance, a legacy that transformed football into a weapon of political resistance and a means of asserting national identity. The club's role during the War of Independence solidified its place in history, and for many Croatians, Dinamo is a symbol of the country's fight for freedom. Through the years, Dinamo Zagreb has not just been a football club, it's been the heartbeat of Croatian football, a constant reminder of the strength and resilience of a people who fought for their freedom. The team's ability to rise from the ashes of war, rebuild, and thrive on the European stage speaks volumes about the spirit that defines both the club and the nation. The story of Dinamo Zagreb is the story of Croatia itself, a tale of defiance, resistance, and ultimate triumph. It's a reminder that sometimes football can be more than just a game. It can be a powerful force for political change and national identity. From the riots of 1990 to the modern-day success of the club, Dinamo Zagreb will always be remembered as the club that fought for freedom, one match at a time. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more incredible football stories. Let us know in the comments what you think about Dinamo Zagreb's role in Croatia's fight for independence and how football transcended the sport itself during this tumultuous time. Thanks for watching, and remember, football is more than just a game. It's about the stories, the struggles, and the triumphs that shape the world around us.